Oh boy. Alrighty. We're here. Game on. Alrighty. I've lowered this so I can lean back a little bit more and be fine and still talking to the microphone and be happy. But we're here. And I need to record. I need to do something here. I need to be alive and alive. Running this down. But I gotta beat this up. And I gotta let the game audio play. Because I can't handle no audio. Genuinely. There are a few things I wish I had. For instance, YouTube chat doesn't always like to show as much as I would like. But that's okay. I'll leave it over on the left and I should be able to see most of it. But we're getting straight into this shit. I think it's the only way to really care or do it. So this is for the candle, bro. All of it's for the candle. It's always for the candle. Now I know I could, in theory, start actually working on other things like the shiny charm. Like that's just like something I could be doing. But man, do I just not want to do that. I've played all the game, I think. I know I haven't. I know there's more I can really do. Man, I really want this candle to fucking shine. I ain't gonna lie. That's like the only thing I want. And once I'm done, I'm kind of okay stopping the game. But I feel like I've experienced everything I want to experience with it. I think like I could go on to post-game, and that's like completely fair and valid for me to do, but I just haven't wanted to do that. I know for a fact, I hope someone comes in just like, you're doing this all wrong. We should be spamming outside zone 17. And that would be way smarter. Damn straight it would be. But I have this one desire, bro. And it's just gonna show up one day. That wasn't light. Nope, that wasn't the light blue. Everyone should know that we want this candle to shine. This is the only place it spawns. And I'm being so for real. There's 2 spawn locations for Lilith. I ain't gonna lie, I heard that little pling, and I thought for a second that it was shiny. I was very sad, but I know that's just the Patrat going crazy. He's working out. Being the best workout partner that you could ever want. A little rat in the sewer. Instead of a rat in the gym, you got a rat in the sewer. Well, that's all you really need in life anyway. Good old rats. I don't know. I feel like I'm pressing this go live button for no reason. I ain't gonna lie. One day, it'll work. I don't know if this is the time. I think it's the time. I don't see what else it could be. I don't see when else it could be the time, you know? Alpha Clef key. I'm looking around. I know I don't really need to, like, look around, but it's fun to do so. I also kind of want to go shiny hunt other things too. Like, there's just things I want to have shine. So maybe it is smart to go do some of these quests. Or maybe time to head out. Maybe that's the right call, is to head out and go do some of these quests. It'll be sad, but it probably is the right call. The big candle, man. Give me the big candle, bro. Give me the big shiny candle. I should have said big shiny candle. It would have shined there. Alright, now just do what you did last time, but like be shiny on the right. Imagine I call right here, right now. Bam. Dang it. Shoot. If I ever look to the right and Noibat's shiny, I'll be really sad. If I ever look around and the Patrats are shiny, I'm gonna cry. Big? But you hear the big, but you don't hear the... I want to hear a big and a blah. Give me the big blah. Big blah? Come on now. Imagine the big blah. I love seeing them despawn. If I'm fully honest, 2 shinies I definitely want are gonna be this and that, the Metang or Metagross. If I get a shiny Alpha Metagross with a shiny Alpha Chandelure, I'm already sort of cooking a little bit. Like getting a shiny team. I would do something unholy, to say the least. Something unholy. But chat, it's Friday. I'm so happy it's Friday. Like, I'm genuinely so freaking happy it's a Friday. Next week's it's Halloween, bro. It's Halloween next week. That's like exciting, is it not? If you're not excited for Halloween, are you even ever excited for anything? Like, what's Christmas gonna be if you're not excited for Halloween? You gotta have Halloween and be happy with Halloween specifically. Otherwise, you're just fucked. Hey, made them despawn. I don't know if I made them despawn or not. But come on, show me it. Show me the shiny. Show me a shiny. Como está bien? These rats, bro. Genuinely. All my friends for real. Watch, I know it's happened so many times. I'm not gonna lie, where I leave this place and come back, and then I lose everything I've ever wanted in my life. I saw the red eyes, and I was like, thought for a half second, maybe in a little bit of green there, because I'm thinking of Christmas time. This Christmas time's right around the corner, bro. Like, you cannot be mad at that. Give me the shiny alpha, bro. Come on. It's all I ever wanted in this world. And Noibat's still there, baby. Dude, imagine doing a shiny living dex. Oh, dude, that'd be so much. I don't think I'd ever want to do that. I would have such a hard time keeping my life together. I already have a hard time keeping my fucking boxes together. My boxes are disorganized as fuck. I hear there's no breeding in this game. Crazy. No breeding? Aren't they all supposed to do DLC for this game? If they, dude, listen, I can't. I don't know why I just talk, but like, man, it feels like they meant for this game to be like a DLC. The map is just round. Like, the entire thing loads at the same time. And there's like nothing different about it. The whole map loads in at the same time. The walls are flat. There's none of the detail. I know there's detail. That's not to say like they didn't do a good job at this game. Like, the sewers look phenomenal. I ain't gonna lie. These are the best like sewers I've seen in a long time. Well, like, their detail on them is great and all, but like you compare this to the rest of the city, where like half the walls are just flat. I don't know. Yeah, it makes me like a little more disappointed than I should be. Mainly just because it could have been better. And like I know that's like my own gripes with it that I have. And like I could not have those gripes and I could just be happy with it. But like, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean I was supposed to be just happy? I couldn't have expected more from this company that I bought $70 for. I bought $70 for this game with 200 Pokemon. I spent $40 and got almost 600. That's how much X and Y cost. 40 bucks. Dude. Fuck. Raising the stats. I had my heart drop for a second. I think it really is. Hearing them use nasty plot and go Bring! It's like the same like high pitch that you get when you hear a shiny, and it just scares me every time. Dude, what am I gonna catch this Slivic in? Do I have enough balls? What balls do I have? Ball, Ultra Ball, Premier, Heal. I have a Luxury Ball, right? Luxury Ball is nice. A Dusk Ball would be cool. You know, I might go fuck around and watch. I'm gonna go to the Ball Emporium. I'm gonna get fucking. I'm gonna run into a shiny, and then I'm gonna be pissed. Where's the Ball Emporium? I can't stick a channel to it, right? The Pokeball Boutique. The Pokeball Boutique. Just please, for the love of God. What do you have? Alright, what can I get? Hold on. Do I have I could buy Premier Balls? Wow. For Repeat Ball. What would be a cool one for... The Dusk Ball probably is the coolest one. Alright, Lumiose Sewers. Back to Lumiose Sewers, bro. Back to the grind. Okay. Now there's one group Must walk through. Not you. It's not you. None of you. None of you. Perfect. We're back at it, bro. We gotta get back to this grind. Show me the shiny Litwick, bro. One day it's gonna shine. One day it will. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but it will shine. Chat, what are you going for as Halloween? That's my question to you. Because I'll tell you, I'm going as Monkey D. Luffy. The person I went for him last year. I went as him last year. I went as him partly because, one, it's awesome to, like, go as Monkey D. Luffy. But two, One Piece was popping off last year around this time. I think in the anime, Gear 5th was getting animated a year ago, which is crazy to think about because I read Gear 5th like 4 years ago. 4 years ago, if you was like Gear 5th, Roof Piece, baby. Who remembers Roof Piece? God, Roof Piece was peak. Fucking loved Roof Piece. I know it felt like a slog going through it at a point in time where I was not excited every chapter. But I still liked every moment of it, I think. I think it's just I like the show and I like One Piece. Dude, I gotta piss again. I took my piss earlier. I took a piss before I streamed. I've only been going for like 20 minutes and I already have to pee again. What am I doing? I wish I'd account for how many times I've ran back and forth. How many laps I've done. Who's online? I wonder. Jeez. I'm just big old chillin'. What else comes out tomorrow I need to worry about? If we need to worry about anything. I just want it to shine, bro. I left and came right back. I didn't let anything else spawn. I didn't have to fight through 4 Patrats. I'm very specifically, I know it's slow, but despawning just the Litwicks. Like that. Like the Bray sounds so much like the Shiny Charm, but it's not. Like we are aware. Focus energy. Yeah, bro, focus up all you want. You ain't focused on shit. You can't focus on me. You can't focus on anything. Alright, this... Dude. I want the candles to shine, bro. Let this piece of wax... It worked for me. Oh, dude. If it shines... I'll use a wax strip on my leg. If it shines in the next, like, 20 spawns, we'll start it now. Okay? We're gonna count up by 2. Alright. 2. Not yet. But I will put a wax strip on my leg. I can get one. Very doable. Okay, was that 2? This should be 6. Alright, I'm losing track because, man, I don't ever like thinking about how many times I go back and forth. This should be 8. Alright, this should be 10. No shiny just yet. Nothing. Nothing. Here's 12. It's alpha, but not shiny, bro. Come on. Sheesh. Alright, this should be 12. Coming up. Will I get it tonight? Shit, man. I may just leave it as a fucking bet if I get it tonight. Once again, that really thinks. So that was 14. So coming in now should be 16. Nothing. 2 more spawns. Or 4 more spawns. We're getting there. There's 18. We got one more chance, fellas. My leg on the line. Will it happen? Nope. Well, fellas, at least we tried. I tried to farm a clip. I'll be real. That was a clip farm moment right there. Well, you know. At least we gave it our best shot. These things love to not shine, bro. I'm going 2 at a time. This is no shiny charm, no anything. This shit would be easy, I think, with a shiny charm. But man, I just don't want to... Dude, I just don't want to do 1,000 battles. I don't want to spend my weekend doing battles, bro. I don't want to go around catching on. Listen, I don't know if I've ever said it. I just don't think I ever had it in me to do it. I know it's just look it up and do it, and it's like not that hard, but like... Who has time for that? I work all day, man. I just want to go home and do the thing that I want to do. That's all I ever wanted with life. Just want to go home, do what I want to do, and live it. I really wish they had cooler fucking skins, man. I wish I could not have the little hair in the back. Just give me the cool act. Cooler shit. I don't think I look bad, I just think I look lame. I don't think they gave the guys the best options in this game. Oh, like, I'll say it. I'm not afraid to say it. They gave the girls so many more hairstyle options. The guys have like 3. It's crazy. Absolutely insanity. It's like this slick back long hair that I don't really like. But it's the only one where the front looks like that. And I like that front because that's how I kind of wear my hair. So I just have to ignore the fact that my back looks awful. And I know because I wore this hair for a period of time where I did try and let it grow out. It was gross. I know my hair don't grow like that. And that's awful to know. When you're aware of how bad your own hairline is, or not even hairline, but like how bad your own hair is. It's like, what are you doing? You need to be self-aware at the very least. Because if you're not self-aware, then what do you really know? You gotta be self-aware, at least somewhat. You should be. Bro. I don't want to go down there. I went burned down there and I got a Skrelp. I looked to the left and I saw a Klefki. This one was luck. This one was a trade. This is the normal one you just get for free. I traded away a shiny Beedrill for that. Why me? Genuinely. I'm yawning. And I'm just talking. I want to see how, like, just yapping is fun. Which, like, I can do. I'm learning how to do it more and more over time. I don't think I'm very interesting. as interesting as I would like to be. I think there's a lot more I could do. But here I am, being the person that I am today. I'm only the person I am today because of who I was in the past. And that's all that really matters, is you gotta accept who you were in the past and become stronger than you are. Go stronger than you were before, the day before. And you'll just always have some reason to improve, you know? Now, for a period of time, I really thought that just like running back and forth on this thing helped. Do spawn, despawn, spawn, despawn, spawn, despawn, spawn, despawn. But I don't think it actually works like that. I think it does just spawn once you're 50 meters away. But like every time I've done that and I went a different way, or I left and got outside, like within probably 5 or 10 minutes, I got a shiny. And I do that just when I'm bored. But I've spent hours here going back and forth, not finding the fucking shiny, bro. And I hate that I want the Pokemon that are in the dungeons. Mainly because like you can't place a marker to know how far away you are. Like you just can't. So you just get kind of fucked. You have to eyeball it. Like I know this is like 70 meters away. And I don't think that's just 50. I think that's like 30. But for the love of God, how am I ever supposed to know that? Oh, I won't. I can see him D-spot, I can see him spot. And I feel about as far as I can go. I can't change what it is, I can't do anything. Klefki, leave me the fuck alone. Patrat, for the love of God, you're just a piece of shit. And Litwick, bro. Come on. Meet your brother. Meet my Alpha Chandelure. Dude, it's gonna cause a heart attack one of those days whenever their special attack raises. Dude, I was running away. You saw me closer. I hate the Patrats. I think the Patrats are the most annoying in the game. I'll stand by that. I stand on that one. I'll stand on business. They are just heightened security, bro. They're just heightened security. I gotta piss my fucking brains out, bro. I ain't gonna lie or front. Shine. Come on. What should I do if it shines? In the next, like, 100. I don't know what I should do. I could do something fun. I mean, not as bad. If it shines, show meat? What's wrong with you, bro? Come on. Ain't no need to be saying that. There's a whole other site for that. You do not need to be saying that shit, bro. Come on. Go bald? No. I've done that before. I don't want to go bald. But I want to find a shiny. But going bald's too much. I don't think I would be comfortable portraying my friends in that regard. I'm friends with a lot of bald men, you know? Got some people living close by me that I'm quite good friends of. Their hairline's going away. Like, I can tell. but it's okay. We all struggle with it. My hairline's probably gonna go away one day too. I've got to appreciate what I've got for now, bro. I really do. If it goes away, that's terrible. Terrifying. Dude, for a second, I thought. But, like, I know it's gonna go... or whatever. I'm just gonna do that shiny sound, because I need it. I need it. Ugh. Oh, I can't wait till the new headphones come in. I want to try... Don't get me wrong, I love these, like, headphones. I think they're some of the best headphones I've bought ever. And these are great. But man, dude, does it fucking hurt my head sometimes. Because it gets heavy. Sometimes I just don't want a big headphone on my ear. And I do think it's been fucking with the way my hair grows. Or is. Like, pretty severely. A lot more than I would like to admit. Cause like I just get a lot more calyx now, bro. Calyx, what the fuck? You guys don't know what a guys? How do you not know what a calyx is? It's when the fucking one part of your hair sticks up. Now why is it called a calyx? I don't know. We can figure that out though. I got a thing called a computer. We can look it up. It's like there's a reason there's pigtails called pigtails. Because they look like pigtails, I guess. Oh god, don't ever shine, bro. Bro is just never shining. He just never wants to be kind, bro. There's just nothing he wants to fucking do. Patrat, special attack and return to normal. Yeah, man. I know. Super Fang is getting pumped. The one's returning back to his home spawn point. I ran back and forth for so long. But one day. Imagine I catch it. It's a fucking small Chandelure. And then me with my XL, like alpha, and then a shiny baby. It's like meet papa. She what the fuck am I gonna call this candle, bro? Can't call it Lear. Can't call it Shanda. Shanda? Nah, I don't like either one of those. What's a good name for a ceiling appliance with electrical? It usually has electrical, but it's like not electrical. It's now olden times. It's very clearly a candle wick. That will become something powered by fire, like a light post. Ooh. I don't like light post. I think light post is too much. Look at me, I'm already trying to come up with a name for it, bro. And I haven't even seen it, I haven't even had a chance to catch it, bro. I know the first thing I'm doing is saving as soon as one appears, though. Like, for sure. As soon as the chance arrives, I am not going to lose it. I will catch it. Either in a luxury ball, or, honestly, a luxury ball or a dust ball. I think either one would work. If I'm fully honest. I gotta piss so bad. Just had to do a panorama, make sure I'm not missing any. It is like going into a double battle every time. Isn't that nice? And they're both Chandelures. Oh, that's kind of nice, bro. Love hearing the alpha, bro, but it's never the shiny, bro. I gotta fucking piss. Alright, I'm pissing. Give me a sec. Alright. I have an idea. I have a great freaking idea, you know? And I'll tell you what it's all about. Okay? What if I don't get it? Or if I get it before the end of this stream, I'll fucking give myself an eyebrow split. Don't know how I'm gonna necessarily do that, but I think I could just use one of my razors and it would work. I think it would be very funny. Like, get the shiny, but I have to do an eyebrow slit. Ooh, be incredibly funny. I'd be so sad. But I think that is what I'm okay with doing. I think I would be too sad if I lost my hair. I don't think I could lose the hair, bro. I think losing the hair would be bad. Ooh, I'll dye my hair. I could dye my hair. I don't know how Lud did it. But like, I'll do something like that. I think I'd rather do something like that than shave it. I'll put like a streak in my hair, or give myself like some frosted tips, you know? Very doable thing for me to do. That like wouldn't change shit in my life. Back to back big boys, but neither one of them shine, bro. I would love a big boy to shine for me. Even a small boy to shine. Just give me one of them. Let him shine, bro. Just let it shine. Like, hear it. Yeah, I know you fuckers must hear some of this shit, bro. I'm like, it just doesn't shine enough. Like, for real, bro. It just ain't shining. I would love for it to shine so bad. Chat, dude, what if I switch and like, I can do this for another like, I could probably do this for another half hour, so I'm not, it's big boy. Love a big boy, really quick. neither one of them shine, bro. I just wanted to shine. It'd be so cool if it shone. Man. Bum, ba-da-ba, 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 ba-da-ba. Charlie? Come on now, let me hear that sound. Let me hear it, boom, boom. Let me hear it, boom, boom. Okay, what if I... They would usually spawn like right about here. They will despawn right about here. Generally come back, they'll spawn right about here, run away. And they despawn right there, come back. Just do this again and again. Again and again, bro. Again and again. It's weird that this is the only place where this really happens, man. Where you can actually see the Pokemon spawn in. Well, like the end of these hallways are so specific. Most of the time you don't. At least I don't think you do. I think they're pretty good at masking when Pokemon spawn in. I guess it becomes... They're pretty good at masking when that happens. Oh, dude. I need to find time to write down my words and like talk about this game. Listen. I just wish they cared. And I'm referring to the Pokemon Company. I wish that they liked this series more. And they didn't think that they could just get away with things. I wish they were fearful that people wouldn't buy the games. And like, it's just been shown time and time again that they're not, and they don't need to be feared. They don't need to be fearful. Because why would they? They have no reason to be scared. People buy the games all the time. And like, I know I'm part of the problem. I almost didn't buy this game. But I'm glad I did because it is fun. But it isn't, it feels like it's just supposed to be a DLC. It does not feel like it's worth $70. Like, this just is a continuation of X and Y's story, which I am a fan of, because I really liked X and Y. But this just doesn't have anything that I really want. It doesn't have enough. It just doesn't have enough. I know the city is densely packed. I know it has a lot of content. I'm aware of that fact. But it just feels bad. I don't know how else I'm supposed to really say it. You just didn't like fucking show yourself, bro. You hid. Show me my beautiful shiny boy. Show it to me. Give me all your love. I'll take him to the ZA Royale, and I will train him up. I will get a dude, I wanna. Dude, what if I get a shiny Dragonair, bro? Damn. That. Ooh, so like I have like 3 shiny hunts that I really want to do. Give me that shiny Dragonite. Give me that shiny fucking. Metagross. Type coverage. Steel Psychic. Type coverage. Flying Dragon. Type coverage. Fire Ghost. 3 dual type really cool shinies that I want. Those would be super cool, man. I'd be so happy. I'd bottle cap the shit out of them, bro. And then I would want to find like fucking team plays around it all. Oh, I'd come so hard, so fast. They'd be in Pokemon Home, and I would want to use them in Gen 10 so bad. That's how it goes. Alright, this is getting boring. I love running back and forth and getting this shit, bro. What if I just run around? What if I just get that fucking shiny Metagross? Did I ever catch a Metang? I don't know if I ever did. I really don't think I have. Ugh. Alright. I'm thinking, oh, what am I gonna freaking do here, brother? Who would I replace on my team if I wanted to change it up? I think maybe I swap out the Roserade for like a Vanillish. Vanillish would be kind of fire. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of different Pokemon I could use in a Pokemon game, bro. There's so many different kinds. Like, there's a ton. I'm truly trying to think, what could I do? I think Vanillish would be cool. I think if I replaced Chandelure with someone, that would be interesting. Who's another fire type in this game that I would have used? That's an option. Maybe a Flareon. I don't use Eevee, like, ever. So I always thought it was cringe. And I think I would replace Ampharos with like a Pikachu. Once again, like iconic Pokemon that I just don't use because, one, they're too iconic. But that's just how it kind of goes, I think. Man, shiny fucking Metagross would be so sick. I'm really trying to figure that shit out, bro. Are we gonna ever get what we want? Maybe it'll shine. Maybe it won't shine. I don't know. If it is gonna shine, I'd be so happy if it shined right fucking now. But it's not. It hasn't shined. I don't know if it ever will shine. Did the Klefki all? I was about to say, did the Klefki go all the way down here? Like, I don't think the Klefki's ever could have come down this far. But it looks like it fucking did, bro. Like, it did come down here. How the fuck did the Klefki get down here? The Klefki is not supposed to be down there. And like, I'm aware of that. Like, oh my god, did the Klefki despawn? No, it did not. Klefki has not despawned. Oh boy. We're gonna figure it the fuck out, bro. One of these days, when life is over, when I'm older, I wanna fight that Mario again. So what are some cool things about this game that I like? I'm trying to think here, man. I think I like one. I think this is probably the best it's felt running around catching Pokemon. That is just a fact. Not having to see it animation, just throwing the ball, letting it be a catch. That's 100% the best part of this game. And then in controversy, I'm gonna just do a simple pros and cons. One good, one bad, because that's how I feel like this game is. There's always a good thing, there's always a bad thing. Good thing, running around catching Pokemon feels amazing. Bad thing, there's not a ton of areas. There are 20. And then the rest of the city that like random Pokemon can just spawn. But that's it, and there's no... And it's a lack of environment. Like, all the wild zones sort of feel the same. Outside of like maybe the ice wild zone, but for the most part they just all feel the same. The other cool parts are when you're in a building. Like the sewers, amazing. I think the sewers are awesome. But in contrast, then you just have a empty warehouse that if you ever just go back to it, which I have, and like in the story you see this character, you fucking scare away some Gengar so he can do it. And unless the Gengar lives with him, you go back, he says the same shit. I would have loved for it to, if there was like a progression of that plot line where he just lives in harmony with that Gengar. That would have been so sick. But he doesn't. He just doesn't give a shit about it. And I'm just like, why? Why do you not care about the Gengar? There's no reason for you. Like, it said, you say the same thing, just say something different. Actually feel like the world's lived in. It was found the old warehouse. Man, it was crazy. Crazy that it wasn't there, bro. Alright, another positive about this game. I think there is a lot of side content. There's a lot of side quests. To the point where it feels like the game almost like doesn't end. Which is great. The bad thing is they just kind of start repeating themselves. They feel a bit repetitive every now and again. Like it'll just be Battle Me, or like all the side tutorial content's gonna be in there. And I'm just like, why? Why does it have to be like this? Why couldn't it be, you know, why couldn't that just be, I mean, like, a text box would be annoying. Maybe I just don't want tutorials. But, like, I just don't, I feel like he treated me like a baby. I know it's a kid's game, it's supposed to a little bit. But it just didn't feel like, dude, I don't know why that feels like it's a shiny, bro. I know it's not. But it looks so close when I was running around. Alright, maybe I'm just getting copium, bro. I just wanted to be a shiny so fucking bad, bro. I just wanted to be a shiny. I just want a shiny, bro. Just show it to me. I genuinely just want to see it fucking burn, bro. Burn bright blue. But I know the final evolution of that, of the Chandelure, it's like, it's red fire with the green center. Bam. Delicious, bro. I gotta love me some freaking water. You know what I think is really cool? Nuzlocking the entire series. Have you seen that on like Reddit? I feel like they were really good with dude, so close. So close to being what I want, man. But it just ain't happening. And I feel like I'm getting defeated slowly but surely. Like I am getting to the point where I want to go away and like just, you know, not think about it all. But here I am. Anyway, big news for people who care. Like pretty... No, I've been watching... shit. Fragrant Flower Blues Dignity. Been watching that. The manga's on a 3-week hiatus. Going to be on a 3-week hiatus. I don't know why, but assuming something with the author's health. Ooh, yesterday, I saw the Chainsaw movie, the Reze arc. Let me tell you, that shit was gas. I read Chainsaw Man. I'm caught up in the manga in Chainsaw Man, bro. And you know what is so sad? I'm just not there yet. It just takes forever. I know it's because the author was genuinely really caring about the work and the time that he's pouring into this whole game. And not just the game, but like the whole series. And like we're in a climactic part, but man, a 2-week plus break almost every chapter. Oh, when it used to be weekly, yeah, it's getting to me, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's getting to me. But it was awesome. I've been really enjoying. I enjoyed that movie. That movie had a lot of not a lot, but like there were definitely moments where it was fan servicey. But also, it's part of the plot. I know it's bad of me to say, but it's like since he's 16, all that the 16-year-old cares about is stupid, like the way the women look. So you get a little bit of that fan service stuff. It gets a little bit annoying. I'm not gonna lie, it did make me cringe because I watched it in a theater with other people, and I was like actively like, come on, why did you do this to me? I was a little sad, like really genuinely sad about it. But the fight scenes, the impact frames, it was well animated, well done by MAPPA. Just full stop. They did amazing. It was really, really cool to like see that. It's close. Big boy. But come on, big boy, you gotta shine. You're not complete if you don't shine. Litwick has definitely been my favorite Pokemon in this game so far. I know it doesn't mean shit to any of you fuckers, but I've never used anything a fire type on a team that wasn't the starter. And as I stated in one of my shorts, you know, I talked about how I didn't like Gen 5 a lot, and I think that was because I picked Tepig. Like, the starter, I just didn't like the starter. I didn't really like Emboar. It just was a boring firefighting Pokemon that got shit on a lot, and I was tired of playing as the Pokemon that got shit on. And you may be asking now, why would I have done that? And that's because I'm never going to lie to you. I always pick the fire Pokemon. You want to know why I always pick the fire starter? They never have cool fire designs. Like, outside of the fire starter, it's almost never cool. The only, like, cool one is always, like, it's either late game or, like, you have to do some extra shit for it, which obviously makes the fire Pokemon even more special and all that stuff. But I like just catching the Pokemons on the routes. So I'll tell you, like in Heart Gold Soul Silver, that was my first Pokemon game, to give you guys some context. In Heart Gold Soul Silver, I picked Cyndaquil. You want to know the only other fire Pokemon that you can get in that? It's going to be Magby. For like the longest time, I think it's Magby. Don't get me wrong, you can get other fire Pokemon. But Magby, then a Magmar, and then to Magmortar. Which, like, don't get me wrong, Magmortar's cool. Not my kind of Pokemon. I don't like Magmortar. I think Magmortar's kind of lame. I also don't really like Electivire that much. But I've come around a little more to it. To Electivire. Electric Fighting goes crazy with the typing. And then, but yeah, what other fire Pokemon are there? Like, genuinely, I'm trying to think. In Heart Gold Soul Silver, none that stand out. Rapidash, Ponyta and Rapidash, but those are late game. You don't get those early on. You can get. Do you get an Eevee early on? I don't think you get an Eevee early on. Not from what I can remember. So you can't get a Flareon, which would have been cool, but Flareon's weak as fuck too. So, like, of course, the best starter, Cyndaquil, is your go-to, and Typhlosion's the best fire Pokemon that there really ever was. And then you go Gen 4, Diamond and Pearl, Platinum. Infernape's badass! And the same issue arises. Magcargo? Really? No offense, I'm not a Magcargo fan. I'm not a. Oh, I just wouldn't give a fuck about Magcargo. And then, like, I'm genuinely trying to think that maybe not the legendaries. Groudon's ground. He's not a firebug when I know he's red. Volcarona. Volcarona's cool. Pseudo legendary. Or is it a legendary? I think it might just be a legendary. Volcarona's badass. And then Gen 5 happens, okay? You get Emboar as the fire starter. No offense, pretty lame. Okay? Thought I heard something. But in return, you get Litwick that evolves into Chandelure. Badass. 1. And then you also get who's that firebug? It is Volcarona, or it's not Volcarona. Heatran was the one I was thinking of for Gen 4. I am thinking of Volcarona right now. And you had Victini. And Victini you can get pretty early on if you wanted. A legendary mythical Pokemon. Hell yeah. That's sick. All that shit's badass. Dude, look at the fucking... I'm running away. You can't do shit to me, bro. Yeah, I mean, you get fucking Volcarona or Victini. You have so many other cool fire options. And then I don't get to really pick it. I don't get to grab them. And then what was the water type Pokemon in that game? Oh, that's right. I forget. Basculegion, maybe? Because it wasn't amazing. So my coverage Pokemon was shit. And like, I don't know. I think Gen 5 had some way cooler fire types that weren't the starters, and I was a little disappointed they took Tepig here. And they had two, like, dude, imagine it was Turtwig. Oh, dude, Turtwig, Totodile, Tepig, 3 T's, 1. That's awesome. And that would be a really cool, like, starter trio that you just don't get an option to. But no, Chikorita, who isn't exactly the coolest Pokemon in my personal opinion. Yet Totodile, the Pokemon that was my rival's Pokemon all the time. That I have grown respect for. And fucking... Emboar. Just also a Pokemon that I used and I didn't care for. Dude, actually, here's how I would fix the starters in this game. I would go with Snivy. I would keep Totodile. I think Totodile was great. And I would, change the fire to Chimchar. Or Chimchar or Torchic, whatever one Torchwig's not a part of. So that way you have 3 different gens once again represented. Would have been awesome. You had Snivy, Turtwig, and Torchic or Chimchar. Shit. I know Torchic already had a Mega Evolution, and that's probably why they didn't pick him. But that's okay, bro. Dude. You guys are so close to looking so shiny, bro. So close. We're getting there, back and forth, man. We're good. I've been doing this shit for an hour. I wonder how many times I've spawned and despawned these guys, man. Like, genuinely. I've done it so many times. It's gonna shine one of these days. I just know it is. We're gonna keep going. If it shines by the end of the night, I will give myself an eyebrow slit, bro. It's just what will happen. That's the incentive for this shit to shine. Or, maybe not that. Maybe if I hit X amount of followers, I'd give myself an eyebrow slit. I think that's a fair deal. If I hit 100 followers or some shit like that, eyebrow slit. If I had 10k subs on fucking YouTube, that shit would go crazy. But why YouTube? Sure, no one's fucking clicked in on it. This has been a bad YouTube stream. Compared to the last one where Twitch was fucking doggy do. I should say I multi-stream on YouTube, because that's what Valkyrie does. But I don't think it's worth it to mensch. Because Ludwig don't mensch. And as you can see with my fucking mint hoodie, bro, I'm an OG Ludwig reader. And I gotta say, I am just not a fan of the drama frogs coming in saying their shit, bro. I understand they're allowed to not like my streamer, that's fine. You don't have to like him. So I just don't read it or care about it. Because I think my streamer does a really good job of steering clear from drama. I think he has done his best to be relatively neutral on a lot of things. And he may not have initially intended or needed to be neutral for, or neutral with. But he was. And now people are calling him fence-sitter. And it's like, bro, some shit just ain't as serious as you make it out to be. People love to, they say, oh, bro's this big old fence sitter, bro. Don't like shit, but bro need to be anything more. He's just a guy. Dude, the fucking wolf blick shit. Oh my god, I saw that shit yesterday. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with people, man? Anyone who's ever competed knows, like, deep down, how hard it is to stay focused on its own without the added pressure of knowing people are watching you, or even having to do fan interaction. And then every time there's a fan interaction, there's like a not zero chance that you're just gonna get groped and be expected to deal with it. That's crazy. I would love to see him make an amazing comeback, but like all the internet discourse, like people making videos being like, he's gonna kill the scene if he doesn't go to places or venues. And it's like, bro doesn't need to go. He shouldn't need to do that. That's not his like job. Obviously he holds that community deep in his heart, as like anyone with a brain would. But the fact that like fans are being cringe and so unbelievably weird or mean to be like roping him and not respect the fact that he's there to compete. Like, people need to recognize that fact. But that is his number one goal has always been competition. He is one of the best competitors I've ever seen. Ugh. So, I don't know. I don't know how anyone else feels about it, but it just doesn't feel good as a Pokemon fan, seeing his own community grope him. That sucks. People don't deserve that to happen to them. No matter who you are, it doesn't deserve to happen. And then not doing the Worlds video makes perfect sense. I know I'm a small audience that really I watched every single time he did a tournament recap. And those big videos were really fun to watch and like delve into and see how he did. But that's also a shit ton of fucking work. Like, that's so much he had to do that he wouldn't ever normally have to do. So it sucks. Sucks the life out of you. Alright, I'm getting fucking quite tired. I need to do something different. Alright. I know what I'm fucking doing. Fellas, it's fucking New York Times time. Alright, we gotta go. We're taking a break. Wordle. Alright, we're going tough. Good start. Penis. Always into penis. Alright, so tuner. Oh, close. Oh, why did I do N? That's so dumb. Tutor, tutor, tour, tuxer, tuber. It's like tuber. Bam. Nicely done. Nicely done. Nicely done. Back into fucking the mini. All right, what are we doing today? Soft call. Oh my god, this shit is not zoomed in enough, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I need to see what this shit looks like really quick. Because I was playing through the OBS shit and it Dove's soft call. Right up on a book jacket. The sleeve. The title. 2-to-1 for 1. 2-to-1 for 1. 2:1. Cupid's weaponry, along with 5 down, a bow, an arrow, and a bow. Jennings of Jeopardy. Jen Jennings? Caitlin Clark. Beyond Bizarre from the French. What a belt seen only at night. What has a belt seen only at night? The calm supportive argument, I don't know. A bow and arrow. Alright, well, shit. A dove soft call. A dove. The fucking bird. The duck. A coo. Right up on a book jacket. What the hell's the right up on a book jacket? Spine is the only thing I could think. Cat Jennings. Alright, hold on. We're checking. We're doing a check. I'm doing an auto check. Alright. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. Ken Jennings. On. Coup. I was right about coup. Outer. A belt. Orion. Outer. Outre. A supportive undergarment is a bra. I thought it was. I read it as supportive argument. Alright. Alright. Whatever. Next. Sudoku. We're gonna crush this really quick. Bam, has to go up here. Alright. Shit. There is nowhere else I can do with the two. Oh, this shit has. Am I crazy? Can't go down here. It could go here or here, and it could go here or here. So I actually can't do anything else with the twos. Threes. What the fuck? Has to go down here, so it has to go up here. Here, 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 here. Alright, not shit I can fucking do. Holy fuck. 4 has to go down here, 4 has to go up here. Because 4 has to still go down here. 4 has to go there or there. That sucks. Once again, can go fucking. Why? There's not a ton of options. Go here, 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 here. Fuck me. Let's go up here. Cannot go up there now, so it has to go down here. So bam has to go here. Alright, down has to go down here. Across has to go here. 6s, thank God we got one. Let's go here. Down. Up. 1 has to go in the middle. I want to end it all just a little bit. What the fuck? Goes here or here. There's still not enough info. What the fuck? 7s. Dude, this has been some bullshit, bro. Oh, just genuinely. Down, down. Let's go here. Up has to go here. Cross. 8s. We're going for a date. Down. Alright. Cross, cross. 8 has to go here, down. 8, 8, 8 has to go here, over here. 9s. Come on. We're getting somewhere finally. Has to go here. And it has to go here, and it has to go here. And here. Alright, back to 1s. Okay, okay. Where else can 1s go? We still don't have answers. 1 could still go here. Or actually, bam, bam. 1 has to go down here. Bam, bam has to go here. Bam, bam has to go here. Downs here. 2s. Let's go. Is it still options are here and here, here and here? Yes, sir. Options were never eliminated. Okay, awesome. On to 3s. 3 has to go here, which means 2 has to go here, and then 2 also has to go here. Awesome. Back to 3s. 3 has to go here, up, has to go here. I fucking misclicked, bro. God damn it. No one's gonna give a shit. Let's go here, down, has to go here. 4s. Okay, are we ready for the 4s? Where's 4? 4s have to go here. Bam. Has to cross, go down, go here. Has to go over here, go down, go bam, go there, go down. Has to go up. Here and here. And the rest are 6s. I love Sudoku. That was a nice one. That was a difficult one. A little quick little diffy. Connections. I'm bad at these. I always have been. Baywatch is a movie. Amazon Prime. Peacock. Amazon Prime. Strike through kaleidoscope. Strike through underline. Bold. Italicize. Red herring. Red zenith. Highlight. These are all do with text. Prime. Sunset. Rainbow. Sunset, peacock, rainbow. These are all hues. Baywatch had a kingpin. Prime. Is Prime Amazon Prime or Prime number or Prime Meridian? Pinnacle is a type of vodka. The Peak, aka Pinnacle. My brain's hurting. Okay. Sunset Rainbow Peacock. Kaleidoscope. I'm fucking right. Bam. Alright, Cootie. Zenith is a sword from fucking Terraria. Prime, Herring, Baywatch. What am I doing here, bro? What am I doing? What am I trying to think here, bro? What is going on? Prime, Heyday, Cootie, Zenith, Kingpin, Herring, Pinnacle, Baywatch. Cootie, Heyday. So. Cootie, Kingpin, Zenith. These are enemies. Optimus Prime. Villains in movies. Baywatch. Fuck. Yeah, I'm in my heyday. So I had 2 from each. I do think Zenith, Kingpin, Herring, maybe Cootie. I was getting bored. Sometimes you just let your ending in accessories. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? Alright, well, that got me mad. But that means it's time to go back to Pokemon. That's all that means, bro. It's time. We let it cook. We let the shiny bake for a little bit, bro. We let the shiny bake. And that means we're going to come back and it's going to be ready real soon. Right? I wish that was the case. I'm going to be live for almost 2 hours, hour and a half. We're running back and forth in this fucking cave, bro. Holy shit. You know what I should have been doing while I was doing that? Shiny hunting. I should have been moving my hand back and forth. You know, I've been live for an hour and a half. I think I'm done. Yeah. I don't know if you're going to expect me to be live again tomorrow. I don't know if anyone should care. But I think one day it will be fun. I'll screen record it if I shiny hunt off stream when I get it. And then I will re-record a fake reaction because, or not fake, I'll make my reaction seem real. But I'm tired, man. I gotta take my contacts out. I gotta stop talking. My throat's getting sore. I ain't even lying about that. My throat gets sore sometimes. When I've been talking doing my best to keep people entertained. I don't think I've been entertaining. I think I've just been trying to talk. And I haven't had like a clear train of thought, you know? I think I've sort of let my ADHD brain sort of run its head in circles. Because I don't think I ever made up a decent conclusion to my thoughts on Pokemon. And I think it's that it's a good enough game. It's better than what we've had in the past, but I don't think it's as amazing as people have been claiming. There's a lot of annoying things in it. There's a lot of shortcuts that they took to make this game what it was. And I wish they did more. And that's really my main gripe with it. It's not everything that it could have been. It could have been better. And I think those are my general thoughts on Pokemon Legends ZA. It could have been better. It was a good game. It's fun to play. Obviously I care about it and I want to play it. Could have been better. And maybe that's me. And that's just me. It's me as a fan of the older games, always wanting more. Maybe still running off the nostalgia in my head, but I just don't think. I wish there was more. And I know there's a lot to do in the city, and I've done a lot of the stuff in the city, but it feels like bloat. It feels bloatware. It feels like it's bloatware. That part feels bloaty. I wish I didn't have to see Kalos, the region, you know, look so vast and big, but then not be able to go explore it. I wish they had as big of a map that they had in Breath of the Wild. But like, with all the Pokemon, and rich in life with all the Pokemon. I know that's like a very difficult thing to do, and I'm not trying to like diss them. I think this is amazing. This is the best attempt they've had at something like that. Because the city, it feels so big, but there is a very big lack of environment. You know, that's my probably main gripe. Lack of environment. I really like champions allowing them to take this different attempt at battles. I like the battles. I think the battles are fun. But setup moves don't matter, I want to say almost at all. Like, there's almost never a reason to use a setup move. All those tutorial battles that are showing you all these different unique things that you could have done that were like really cool and really unique. Doesn't matter as long as you are stronger than them. None of those tutorial battles showcased the fun parts of the game, in my personal opinion. Maybe it would have been cooler if it was like you know, if it was actually turn-based, where it showed everything. But almost everything I went up against, they had like 2 Pokemon, and none of them were able to get shit off because they were weak as hell. It just showed you that like strong attacks win all the time, and that's not fun. But I want to see how long it takes from 55 to 55. Alright, so it's about 5 seconds to spawn, which means I'm getting about 30 spawns a minute, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm keeping up this pace, it's a little over because I have to go forward sometimes, and sometimes I definitely just go a little bit too far. But I am getting like pretty decent 60 spawns a minute. Or not 60. 30. It goes 2, 4, 6, 10. As long as they spawn, like, make it obvious. And they do, because they love to do that shiny noise, that shiny bling, which we're gonna hear very soon. Alright, I'm gonna call it within the next 5 spawns of both Pokemon. Nope, not those ones. Not one. Let's see, can we get another? Maybe we can get another. Come on, let's see it. Nope. That's a 2. Can we get a 30? Alright, it's our last chance coming up very soon. Very soon. It's gonna spawn in 3, 2, 1. I would've freaked the fuck out. Imagine. I don't even care if I get a shiny, bro. For real. I don't give a shit if I get a shiny. I don't give a shit if I get a shiny. I really don't care, guys. I'm just like, I really don't give a fuck if I get a shiny. I just don't care. It's just never gonna happen. I just ain't never gonna get a shiny. I just don't give a shit. And I'm not even gonna care. Like, come on, guys, you guys show yourselves to me. Like, I'm not even gonna have a big reaction, okay? I'm just not gonna. It's not gonna matter to me. Like I'm not gonna have a big reaction, okay, guys? Like, you can show yourself, show me with your green eyes, you know? Like, just come on, show me something. You don't need to hide. I'm not gonna freak out. Well, they're not coming out, so my strategy isn't working. Litwick comes out as trans. He's a candle. They're a candle. I could see it. Ugh. Bro, that Patrat is worked up. He is pissed, bro. Look at him. Look at that wide-eyed motherfucker. He don't give a shit. Okay. Alrighty. This Litwick better fucking spawn. If not, I'm gonna switch over and I'm gonna turn this stream off. And if I catch it while off stream, I will slit my eyebrow. Give myself a quick old eyebrow split. Just like right fucking in here. Just so it's barely visible, but it will be proven to you that I've done something for fucking life, bro. Like, for real. I don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore. He's focused. I wonder if the shiny charm shows when you're big. I've never encountered an alpha shiny, so. It would be really cool if that happened. That's all I'm gonna say. Bro, might just start using this fucking Roserade. Do I have a modestment for her? Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain. And what was the Stun Spore? I have plenty of modestments. I can give her a modestment and not give a shit. Huh? Fuck, I do not have plenty of modestments. I'm saving my modestment for Chandelure. And then one of my adamant mints are gonna go on the shiny fucking Metagross. If only shiny Garchomp cooked, bro. That would have been awesome. Dude, a shiny elf would be so awesome. I'm keeping to talk. Let the big boy shiny guy shine. So let's see. At my math, how many encounters have I had? So I've been going for about an hour and 40 minutes, which is about 100 minutes. A little over. Just about 100 minutes. At 30 a spawn, 100 times 30 is 3,000 encounters. Right? We'll even round down. We'll say we're at 2,000 encounters with just the Litwicks. We are kind of cooking, unless my math's wrong per minute. So 2 spawn every 10 seconds. Oh. That is significantly wrong. There's 2 spawn every 10 seconds, that's 1 every 5. And there's 5 times 12. That's 12. That's 12 a minute. Okay. So we are only about 1,000 or a fourth the way through odds. Okay. Not bad. This is not including the hour I spent down here last night. Waiting. Trying. I don't know if I spent an hour down here last night. I don't think I did. But the hour I spent 2 nights or 3 nights ago, it's not including those times. Which, once again, similar odds, similar amount of time spent. I am probably about halfway through odds down here, if I'm fully honest with myself. That's fine. You know, that makes my life a little bit easier, being able to do this mental math, because I hadn't timed myself or counted the amount of attempts I've been doing. I should just get annoyed and I'd go away. But like, this is like, you know, I'm getting significantly like halfway through odds. It doesn't make me feel bad. Big boys, big again on the right. Just shine, like, come on. Next big boy, I want you to shine. I want you to shine so much. Show me your brightest stars. It didn't shine. Dang it. Maybe the big boy on the right. We're looking for something that looks like my hoodie, fellas. The fire needs to look like my hoodie. It's a brighter blue. It's the thumbnail of the video. If you are watching on YouTube. Which no one has clicked, by the way. No one has chatted. This is a terrible YouTube live stream. I will tell you that much. But for here, I hope people are enjoying. I'm yapping away on Twitch. You know, you guys are getting the same shit. So, you know, that's my life. Going back and forth in these sewers, man. Halfway through odds is what I want to say. Because I do not have the shiny charm. Maybe I should work on getting the shiny charm. Maybe that's something I start doing post Litwick. Or before I start tomorrow. If I don't get it tonight, I may just start working on it. And then just like pray to God I get something. Set up a macro. What's a good like thing I could connect to my Switch that would also I could set a macro for? Can I set up a keyboard to the Switch, you think, and like somehow program it to act as a controller on the Switch? I think that would require me to decode the Switch. No offense, that's too much. That's too far above my pay grade to do something like that. Not something I could do. I'm sure someone's already done it or has been able to do it before, but it's not me. Besides at that point, shiny hunting becomes very easy and monotonous. I know the teleporter counts as a reload in Team Flares or Lysander's Cafe. I know that as like a fact. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. In Lysander Cafe, it counts as the teleport is a respawn point. So I just pray to God that there's one within 50 meters, which I think there is. And I'm just like praying to God one of these days the shiny's gonna show up. The fucking light blue question mark gets me every single time. I hope you guys aren't looking at my character and instead you're looking at the Litwick that's about to be shiny, you know? Dude, the fish fucking goes crazy. You ever see that? Ever see people do that? That was like a skill, I think. Because you can make a nice fart sound with it. Isn't it crazy? It also looks like something. I won't tell you what. You can figure that part out for yourself. That's the main reason why it was funny. You saw nothing. Oh boy. Chat, you guys ready for Halloween? Have you guys ever reused a gift? Or not a costume? The answer is no, you're doing it wrong. You should use a costume. Reuse one. Who gives a shit? I'm going to a Halloween with like a different group of friends, than I did last year. Because last year I went out to some bars. But this year I think I'm doing just a house party with my closer friends that I was invited to. So I'm instead going to be wearing the same one. I just didn't buy anything. I love Halloween. I think Halloween is very fun. I love dressing up and getting into that spirit. But I was lazy this year. I didn't know what I wanted to be. I had an idea. I almost went as like the Knight from Hollow Knight, because I was really into Silksong, and I think going as like the Knight would have been fun. But I was looking at my bank account and I said, if I wanted this to be good, which I would have, I can't do that. I just don't have the money for it. So I said no. I'm reusing a costume this year. So shout out to Monkey D. Luffy for being an easy go-to costume. And I will probably wear I'll probably do a different version than I did last year, because last year I did like the Dressrosa one, because the Dressrosa one looked pretty cool and it's easy. And I still have a hat and everything, but I also bought a red vest. And I think the red vest would also be really fun. But I'm going to do the red vest, but I'm going to wear like an undershirt. You know, not like a full one, I think. Not like a long sleeve, but maybe a long sleeve. Because it's going to be cold for one. And I'm probably going to do like underpants as well. Like black sweatpants. For the same reason as before. As it's cold. Fucking freezing. I don't like being cold, man. So getting a text. Nope, I'm getting a highlight from TikTok. Chad, I was telling my brother, who watched the beginning of My Hero Academia, like seasons 1, season 2, maybe some of season 3, but not like all of it. And I watched it with him, and then I fell off of it. We both fell off of it. And then I let like seasons 4, 5, and 6 go by without watching it. And even like season 7, I didn't like have a need or want to watch, or felt like I had a need to watch. So like I think one day I just sort of was like, all right, fuck it. My sister's kind of freaking out because she really liked this episode, and I liked this anime a decent amount. Like I like the anime enough where I was like, I'll push through this slop. Because I'm not gonna lie, it was slop. Seasons 1 and 2 of My Hero Academia, you get what I think is like a very cool scenes, or there you sort of see this man who like doesn't know how to use a quirk, learning to use one that's way too powerful for him, that he actively is hurting himself and getting stronger over time. With it, eventually he gets to prove himself in a tournament arc with other people, where after / during that tournament arc, you get to see a really cool villain in Stain, and like the vigilante, who he is, like all that, awesome. That shit is kind of, in my opinion, where like My Hero Academia was like at its peak. Okay, and then you get you move on, you end season 2. I think you get season 3. You have like class 1A, 1B, or yeah, class. Their like entrance exam, the hero license exam. You get the hero license arc. All that shit kind of mid. You get class A versus class 1B, also mid. But you get to see Deku get more powers, which is relatively unique. But then once you get to that point, you're in the slop era of My Hero Academia, that I think is where My Hero is at its absolute fucking worst. I don't know what to tell you, but I think Majority of that is just bad. Not fun to watch. Does not compel me as much as I wish it did. It sets things up that has some payoff later, maybe. But there's a lot of villain focus that I don't care about. And the development that some of the characters get are ignored. It feels bad. Okay, so you get through Slop Era. You get to Season 5. I think in Season 5, or like a little before Season 5, Deku has, or like in Season 6, there's a vigilante arc with Deku where he's sort of going rogue, being a hero on his own, trying to protect everyone by not putting them in danger. And that's cool. That's when you start to give me back. You start to be like, ooh, Deku doing some shit that like you wouldn't expect. Deku doing some crazy shit. Okay? That's awesome. That's like really good My Hero. You get to see like some of Dobby's dance. You get to see that, which is pretty cool. You get to see that reveal of who the fire guy is. That's fun. It's very cool. Okay, and now we're on. You get to Season 7, the first part of the war, where you have a lot of like different, smaller, cooler, unique fights, but the main character Deku's out of it for like all of it. That gets annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little disappointed that Deku was gone majority of that season. But you can feel, oh, we're in final battle mode, and that's exciting. Because who doesn't like feeling in final battle mode? And it ends with the beginning of like one of the coolest fights that could occur ever. Because that's how Season 8 has started, aka the final season, the season we are on right fucking now. Okay? Phenomenal start so far, I must say. I hope you're caught up, because I'm going to say some spoilers here for My Hero. If you haven't watched the most recent episode, the most recent season, the whole All Might using all of Class 1A's powers, absolutely fire. And he's using them against the worst villain of all time, a fucking All For One. And it's like, that is a cool fight. It's animated very well. It is very compelling because you see everyone has, like in Class 1A, is like helping All Might, which is something you would just never expect to see. And he's just in a suit doing something awesome. And he's still himself. He's in his metal armor suit. It's genuinely one of the coolest and best fight scenes. And he's like taunting All For One because he's like, look at me, I'm quirkless and I'm making you try this hard to beat me who doesn't have a quirk. And it's genuinely one of the absolute like coolest fucking scenes of all time. It is a peak moment is all I can say. I think some of it's some of the greatest. My head's getting fucking. I'm seeing shit, bro. I'm seeing shit. Sorry. I have to restart that audio engine real quick. I hope I still sound pretty good. I hope so. I really don't know. Uh-oh. I thought for a second that my mic wasn't working. Could have been bad, could have been bad, could have been bad. But we're here. Still works. Alright. I think I'm really getting to the point where I'm going to stop. I was live for 2 hours, and that was better than the most I've been live in a while. I needed to do it. I don't know if I'll be live again. I don't even know if I can make a short out of this, because really all I've been doing is going back and forth. So I need my personality to carry, which isn't something I was really expecting to do. But I have an idea for it. I can make this be like a realistic look at what it's like to shiny hunt live. That's a kind of an interesting hook. You really are just running back and forth talking about shiny hunting. And then you get into different talks about anime where you're just not paying attention. Imagine I'm reviewing this footage and I find a shiny. Oh, I'd kill myself. But also, like, doesn't it save? It would save. It would save. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Holy shit, my voice is gone. So... with that... I can't save well. Oh! Wait, hold on. If I'm in a Pokemon battle, I can't be saving. So that'll be a very interesting thing, is what happens if I get a shiny here in the middle of one of these Pokemon battles. I'll have to beat these guys up and then save and then go take out the guys. But for real. Okay, my voice is tired. I'm gonna stop. I'm tired. Good night and God bless. Thank you all for anyone who tuned in at all. I will catch you guys later. Bye-bye.